Okay, so these exercises are specifically designed to help with lower back pain and to relax the hips and just build some general strength in the core. So it's going to be really short, about 10 minutes. So start lying on your back, okay, feet hip distance apart. So from your hip bones, legs are coming straight out. Okay, I want your pelvis and spine in neutral, so you have a small gap between your lower back and the mat. Okay, so we're going to start with some hip rolls. So you're going to tuck the pelvis up to the sky. Okay, and then keep pushing through the heels. Use the glutes and the hamstrings to come up. So at the top you're in a straight line from your shoulders to your kneecaps. Okay, and then you're going to sink down from the rib cage, keeping the pelvis high as long as possible. And then release it completely at the bottom, pushing it away slightly. Okay, just 3 like that. And then really get as much movement as you can from that lower back. And down, 1 more. Really tip it up towards the rib cage. Hold at the top for an inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Okay, so now I want you to take your arms to the sky. You're going to lift up. Take the arms overhead. And then sink down, so you can really feel like you're sinking down from the very tips of the shoulder blades right to the bottom of the spine. Arms come down. Again, arms to the ceiling. Really get as much movement as you can out of that lower back. Let the arms go overhead. And then you're sinking down from the backs of the ribs all the way down. Great. Okay, so now I want you to bring your legs to tabletop position, so 1 leg at a time. Okay, you're going to take your arms to a low V, and we're going to let the knees and hips fall over to one side, but your shoulders are staying pressed firmly into the mat. Use the abs to bring them back. And the other side. And in. So roll over, in. So inhale over, exhale, bring them back. Inhale over, exhale, bring them back. 2 more either side. And in. Last one. Good. Now hug 1 knee into your chest. Okay, let the other leg go long. Then you're going to take that knee across the body and look away to the other arm. Okay, so you should feel a really nice stretch around the lower back and into the rib cage. Just breathe. Good. Bring that knee in and let's change sides. Let's kick it in. And then look away. Good. Okay, so now keeping that leg in a tabletop position, okay, shoulders are nice and relaxed on the mat, collarbone is open, there's no tension in your neck. Okay, we're going to do 1 leg circle, so we're going to take that leg around and down and up. Okay, the idea with this exercise is to keep your pelvis as stable as possible. Okay, so really feel those abs drawing towards the mat to keep you stable. So you're stirring around like the face of a clock. So you're following it around and down and up. Good. 2 more this way. Up. And then reverse it the other way. So take it round, down and up. Good. So what this is doing is moving the head of the femur inside the hip joint, but making sure it's gliding really nice and smoothly. If you feel like there's any clicky parts, then make the movement small until you feel there is no clicking. Good. 2 more. And last one. Good. Hug that knee into the chest. Just release that hip flexor. Okay, now just take it high for a hamstring stretch. Okay, so if you have tight hamstrings, take it as far as you can. Okay, so if that means bending the knee a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Okay, and we're just going to flex and point the foot. So flex and point, point, and then circle the ankle one way and back round the other way. Hug it in, let it go long. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so again, nice open collarbone, and we're taking the circle around and down and up. Around and down and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the other way. 2, 3. Keep those abs really nice and stable. We can make the movement smaller to keep the abs stable and build up. Last one. Hug the knee in. Okay, and now take that leg straight, or as straight as you can get it, and flex and point. Maybe you need to bend the supporting leg to help with that hamstring. So point and then circle, and the other way. Hug it in, hold on to the knees, and roll up. Okay, I want you to come into a 4-point kneeling position now. Okay, so in 4-point kneeling, your shoulders are over your wrists and your knees are underneath your hips. Okay, so I want you to angle the hands in slightly, okay, and push through those shoulders so you feel nice and stable on the backs of the shoulder blades. Okay, so we're going to do a cat stretch. So I want you to inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to use those upper back muscles to arch the back up, like we're an angry cat. And then exhale, slight extension at the bottom, and again. Really arch up. And then exhale. Good, let's do 2 more. And round it out, and last one. And down. Okay, so now I want you to take one arm and just thread it through and lean into that shoulder. So again, this is a twisting stretch. And breathe. And come back, and then to the other side. And up. Okay, so now lying onto your tummy. Okay, so when you're lying on your tummy, your glutes and hamstrings are pulling down and the abs are slightly lifted, as if you've got an ice cube underneath your belly button, just to support your lower back. Okay, I want your arms to the sides, but I want your shoulders to be nice and rounded forward so you're completely relaxed, okay? Make sure those abs are on. We're going to inhale to repair, and then exhale. Come up, the shoulders turn, palms face the hips, neck stays in line, and we just use those back extensor muscles to lift up, and hold for 3, 2, 1, round down, head goes to the other side. Okay, and lifting up for 3, 2, 1, and down, and again, lifting up, 2, 3, making sure you're rounding forward when you go down, and up, 2, 3, and down. Good. So now I want you to rest your forehead on your hands. You take your knees the hip width of the mat, heels come together. Okay, we're going to rest your forehead on your back of your hands. We're going to squeeze those heels as tight as we can using the glute, and release. Squeeze. Release. Okay, so I don't want you to lift your thighs off the mat. I want you to just feel that they're getting lighter as you use those hamstrings and glutes to squeeze those heels together. Release. Let's do 3 more. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. And 1 more. squeeze and release. Good. Okay, rolling over onto your side now. Okay, so use your arm as a pillow. Your bottom leg is, the shin is going to be lined up with the mat. Okay, so you're going to use it like a kickstand, a bit of balance. Okay, your top leg is coming straight out from the hip. We push that hip away to make sure you're not collapsing in the waist. Okay, and we're going to flex the foot as we bring it forward for kick, kick, and then take it slightly back. Okay, so your upper body, there's no movement. Okay, so really use those abs to keep nice and stable. So you're creasing from here and back. Good. 3 more. Kick, kick, and back. So you should feel a nice stretch on the hamstring when you're doing this. And back. Should be no rocking. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Back. 1 more. And back. Okay, so now I want you to make sure that leg is coming straight out of the hip socket, and we're just going to draw tiny circles forward for 8, 7. Again, this top half is staying really nice and stable. Abs are locked on to support that back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come together. Push up, and let's go to the other side. Okay, so front shin lined up with the front of the mat. Push that top hip away. Flex the foot as we kick, kick, and back. Okay, so one leg might feel like it has more movement than the other. I don't have as much movement in this leg, but it still feels really nice on my hamstring. 4. So this is hip flexion, and then we're extending it as we go back. 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, hold it stable. Make sure you've not collapsed in the ribs, and we circle forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Good. Almost done. This is the last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend down. I'm going to roll onto your back for a nice figure 4 stretch to finish. Okay, so cross one ankle over the knee. Okay, if this is enough for you and you're getting a nice stretch on the glute, that's fine. If we want a bit more, bring the knee towards you and feel a nice stretch on the outside of that glute. And just breathe. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, cross the legs over each other and just bring the knees in. Just feel that stretch in a slightly different place on your glute. And again, just breathe. Okay, and let's swap sides. Okay, so bring that leg in. Cross the legs, bring it in. Release, hold on behind the thighs, come up, and you're done. So hopefully that really helped you get a bit more movement in that lower back, release the hips, and just generally make you feel a whole lot better. Okay, bye.